device may look like smoking, but it's not.
Some people are skeptical, some people are amazed, curious.
Curious about something called an electronic cigarette. Stephen Rappaport and Vicki Willett of Farmington say this little device helped them quit the real thing after 20 years of smoking.
Once you've sort of switched over, you don't really feel like you want to go back.
For the past 12 months, they've been vaping, as it's called, on these devices. For about $8 a week, the couple says they can get a nicotine fix without the harmful side effects of a lit cigarette. In fact, they feel healthier.
I don't cough anymore. I can walk up a flight of stairs without sucking wind.
But are these truly a healthy alternative? For about 3 years now, electronic cigarettes have been popping up online and in local stores, many shipped in from overseas. Even though they can cost over $100, smokers say in the long run they save money and don't have the risks of smoke and tar.
This middle piece is called an atomizer and has a heating element in there.
Here's how it works. A nicotine liquid is poured into a rechargeable device. It heats up and allows users to inhale the vapor. Users can have high amounts of nicotine or none, depending on what they want.
But I think it was designed with good intentions, but there's really not enough evidence yet to know whether it's safe or not.
Beth DeVideo from Breathe, New Hampshire is part of many health groups calling for electronic cigarettes to be better tested by the government. In fact, the American Lung Association would like to see sales suspended until they're proven safe.
It's a new product, and we don't really know much about it.
For example, we don't know what happens if you're exposed to that vapor over long periods of time. E-cig representatives we spoke with say generally the liquids contain only water, nicotine, flavoring, and something called propylene glycol, which can be found in anything from food to antifreeze. And yes, that mist can contain vaporized forms of the ingredients. For a non-smoker like me, it was easy to smell it.
I didn't notice.
It does have a little bit of a smell, but it's like a sweet smell.
Right. While makers and advocates like the Tobacco Vapor Electronic Cigarette Association can't say for certain the vapor is safe, industry tests have shown no red flags.
We at InLife, we have over 70,000 units on the market, and I have never had a single person claim to us that they've been harmed by the product.
But questions linger, mainly because when the FDA did their own tests, they found known carcinogens and toxic chemicals which users could potentially be exposed. Tom says those tests were flawed and only trace amounts were found. But even one maker we spoke with could only confirm their product was less harmful than the effects of burning tobacco. More testing was needed. Either way, those who vape see it as a healthy alternative to real smokes.
It may not be the best thing, but it's a heck of a lot better than a cigarette.
Many, like Meg Doucette of Nashua, used an e-cig to quit. It lasted a month.
I wasn't smoking, it had no nicotine in it. I wasn't getting the bad stuff.
She admits without the determination and easy access to refills, she quickly went back to the real thing. In fact, critics fear e-cigarettes could be a gateway to more smoking.
Youth may become addicted to the nicotine that they're using in the e-cigarette, no longer be able to afford the cartridges, and then switch to other tobacco products.
As for Vicki and Stephen, they quit the real deal, and the cravings are gone. But they admit having the habit of even simulated smoking could last indefinitely.
You have to really basically pick up another habit and put away an old one. And that's what I call it. I said, you know, it's like having a cigarette habit without the cigarettes.
Don't expect these devices to be advertised as a way to stop smoking. Legally, they can't. After a recent court ruling, e-cigs will now be regulated under the FDA, but as just another tobacco product, not a medical device like the patch or nicotine gum, which require extensive tests to be approved. I'm Sean McDonald, WMUR.